Where is my camera? There we go, camera, and boom, there I am. Hey there, my darlings, and welcome to another little broadcast with me and little lady Nepsilotl here, and Lavender. Come on, I'm gonna look at the Agna pendant one. There we go. Right. Let us make sure that we are broadcasting. Yep, we are live on our channel. Good. Here we go. Let us do some more story progress. Woo! Lovelies. Right. I'm with Weaver. Musclejaw is looking for someone who can fight. You've seen your share of battle, I wager. My friend could use help of someone like you. He should be just south of here. Look for the Doropo down on his luck. Head south and you should find my friend. Do what you can to help him. Okie dokie. Musclejaw sent you? Oh, thank goodness. My faithful Weaver was injured on the job recently, so I thought I'd catch him with some fly agric as a treat, to cheer him up, if only a little. Only that's a reason I never hunt without my trusted Weaver beside me. Those damn pests have been running me up and down the forest all morning. Could you capture a couple of fly agrics in my stead? Once you tire them out, trap them in these knuckle sacks. You'll find fly agrics south of here. Just make sure they're weak enough before trying to trap them. Okie dokie. Oh, there's one. How are you struggling to catch these? They come right to you. There's another one. Capture. Pokeball, go! I have them. Do you have the fly agrics? The monster within struggles in vain against its fate. What a relief! Now my big boy can have something tasty to snack on. A Dobro who can't even care for his Weaver is, well, a laughingstock. Not only are we Dobro few in number, but we're physically no match for Hobigo, and magically inept compared to Bunewa. That's why our blood was never considered for blessed siblings. So long as we have our weavers, we have a place beside the others, which is why I want mine to recover as soon as he can. I best hurry home and make sure he does. Thank you for your help, stranger. Found my friend, I take it. I won't say prejudice against Dupro doesn't exist, but so far as I'm concerned, we all have our strengths and weaknesses. Neither Bunawa nor Hubigo can ride weavers like they do. Regardless, I hope his weaver recovers soon. I know how much he cares for it. I intend to continue my training here until I can call myself a warrior. Then I'll decide if I want to stay in this forest or step beyond it. The blade-wise Hubigo is eyeing you with interest. Age is just a number. You're part of the Third Promise's retinue, aren't you? Not many could stand chance against Gulagel in combat, shade or not. Been eager for a chance to take the measure of you. The young warriors who once trained here long since left the forest in search of work, but Whetstone has plenty of fighting spirit. Sure, we're all getting on in years, but we fought hand in hand with the Zabral during the war. Our skills are stronger than steel. Care to test your mettle against Mamluk's finest? I'll gather my comrades and meet you north of here. When you're ready, come and find us, and once victory has been decided, we'll meet back here. Okie dokie dokie do. Oof, my back. Come on, you soft skill. We're not dead yet. Easy peasy. A victory worth your accolades, stranger. I can only hope my hit makes a full recovery. Whetstone was once a gathering of young blood eager to sharpen their scales. Ah, to be young again. You've done an admirable job on your own scales, if I do say so myself. Does an old warrior proud. I suppose our time on the field is well and truly done. Now, we must do what we can to pass on our knowledge to those who would learn it. You have my thanks. My comrades and I will learn from our battle, and see that Whetstone hones the scales of many a young warrior to come. Blue bananas! These blue bananas are a direct predecessor of selected crossbred strain now grown in Gallman's Grove. Under the peel, the fruit is mild in colour and flavour both. This is ridiculous. Nice little wild banana plain smoothie. Giselle is short of hands and would like to borrow yours. Secret of sweetness. You look like you're not afraid of a little manual labour. We need azure crystals from Senot Nezoet. But our usual helpers are busy reforming the city. Regardless of what the city does, we still got Najul to grow. I lend you my hammer, so if you can go break me 2 chunks of azure crystal, I'd be much obliged. You'll find the crystals we need near by the trees of living light. Oh, and don't even think about losing my hammer. It's worth more than you are. For chipping a piece of azure crystal and returning immediately. This blue-leaf tree has put down roots throughout the waters of Senot Nezuet. Its twisted trunk wrapped around the crystal core of a falling meteorite, as well as stimulating the growth of the tree itself. The core and the strange ether it emits appear to be affecting the surrounding plant life. Did you find the crystals? And I'll be taking my hammer back, please. This bluestone sparkles with mesmerizing beauty. Perfect! Putting these crystals in a reservoir enhances the water's energies, resulting in sweeter Najul. Incidentally, enhanced water also makes the pools go brighter. Could be the Tree of Living Light's influence. Outsiders can find the glowing peels unnerving, but they do you no harm. We've been eating Najul for centuries without any adverse effects. What's on the inside is more important than appearances anyway, and so long as we have little else to eat, my Najul had better be delicious as they come. The grove will only get busier from here on out, I wager. I'm glad I have new directions, but I worry about whether we have enough hands to achieve our goals. Ziselja. Ziselja is thinking hard about Golmachik Grove's future, the growing grove. I'm sorry to trouble you, but could I ask for your help? As Mammoth begins to tread a different path, the thing is, I'm not so sure. I'd like to hear what hopes the people have for the Grove's future, but I'm afraid they wouldn't be honest if I asked. No one wants to upset the Nigel keepers after all. Do you think you could ask around for me? I want to know what our people want from Golmajak Grove going forward, in all honesty. The Grove's future? Well, the nodules they grow are instrumental to our society. Both the fruit and leaves can be used for cooking and trade, so my only thought is that they should keep up the good work and grow lots of nodule. Having plenty of nodule on hand can never be a bad thing. Both the fruit and leaves are useful after all. If the offer of foreign crops still stands, I think our growth workers should be the ones to cultivate them. Their experience in growing nodule makes them well suited to the job. None know our soil better, and I know they will do us proud. I have high hopes for Golmajak Grove and their role in Mammoth's future. I heard we'll soon be interacting with more outsiders. Well, if it's where things are headed, we have no choice but to follow. Yes, but I'm not sure if we can manage it. Golmajak Grove? On the one hand, I'd say they should expand their operations. But that would be more difficult than it sounds. Even the smaller trees in this forest are nigh impossible to fell, so clearing more space would be difficult. Not much of a suggestion after all, I'm afraid. Sorry I couldn't be more helpful. So, what did they say? People really do think about our future. That's heartening to hear. Mammoth's food supply can be a touchy subject. We're not supposed to talk about it, but in times of great shortage, the Autarch trades nodule leaves to Ikraks in exchange for provisions. Going forward, I want to make sure Mammoth always has plenty to eat. But what piece of advice do you think I should prioritize? Maybe try to expand your operations. See, by engaging with others. What could have driven them into such a frenzy? If only I weren't some common cripple. You are a storyline thing. Merrill Jar looks shaken. Spirits call. I'd be wary of entering the forest right now if I were you. There's something strange on the loose out there. I saw it with my own eyes. It had an otherworldly look to it, more spirit-like than anything, but when it moaned for me to follow it deeper into the trees, that's when I knew it meant trouble. I encountered it north of Gomajat Grove and west of the Blue Eyes abode. I wouldn't suggest following it, but if curiosity gets the better of you, let me know what you discover. I saw that spirit-like creature north of Gomajat Grove and west of the Blue Eyes abode. If you discover anything, let me know. Mysterious spirit. This must be the mysterious spirit Mariel just spoke of. It seems to be searching for someone to follow it. Follow the mysterious spirit and try not to fall behind. It looks like one of the fairies from Eureka. Where is it taking me? The mysterious spirit stops, seeming its destination. Perhaps it will speak with you now. The spirit says nothing. On the bottom of the cenote, something must be down there. From the suspicious swab you pull a jade ring, snared with mud and marked with age. Someone must have dropped it. You no longer feel the mysterious spirit's presence. You should tell Miro Jar what you discovered. I should probably take it with me. Hi, Elita!
the baby now.
I should probably just teleport there.
Hiya. I can really do this today.
You didn't really follow that spirit, did you? Did you learn anything? An old piece of jewelry carved from a dull green stone. There you go. Why, this is the ring of my grandfather lost. He used to live in Moxetor-Zoj before the village was abandoned. To this day, he remains devoted to the old teachings, including those regarding blessed siblings. He still makes customary operations of traditional dance by the same synod too. Perhaps he inadvertently called that spirit forth. Regardless, I'm sure he'll be happy to have his ring back. Thank you, stranger. Not even we can claim to know everything about the forest. It's not rare to encounter creatures we've never seen before, and we're cautioned against going near even more fantastical ones. Coral is eager to teach you about blessed siblings, carved in stone. You're part of the third promises retinue, aren't you? I was glad to hear you express interest in our ways. Perhaps you'd be interested in learning more about our culture. I could teach you if you like. The statue behind me holds great cultural significance to our people. Feel free to ask about anything that catches your interest. The statue behind me represents much and more about Mamuk. Take a look from over there and I'll explain whatever you're curious about. We celebrate the birth of healthy blessed siblings with a new flag. Our hope is to replace the flag before it becomes too tattered. Quite a grand house, isn't it? That's the residence provided to the autarch. Only fathers of blessed siblings can become autarch, though I suppose that rule will change before long. The pillar? It's not technically part of the statue, but that one is carved with images of Mamuk's flora and fauna. Abstractly, of course. The head on your left represents Hubigo lineage. You can see a warrior's fierceness in its expression. The colour red symbolises the sun, and by extension the land which blessed siblings must claim for their people. The head on your right represents Bunua blood. Its serene expression shows a wisdom of a sage, and the colour blue symbolises both this forest and a vow to protect it. In conclusion, this statue symbolises the heart of Mamuk, down to the stone it was carved from, the very stone left by the Yok-Hoi, who ruled these lands long ago. Our predecessors reimagined the structures abandoned here and built the city you see today, creating a future all their own. Unlike their descendants, now shackled to a past land, and practice that has poisoned Mamuk's prospects, I wonder if we're truly capable of change. But no, as our ancestors found their way, so will we, as we seek to discover what we might yet become. I pray you will never forget that Mamuk once was. Our beliefs about the two heads may have been mistaken, but it would also be a mistake to erase that part of our past. Every detail of the hopes we bore and the sins we committed must be passed down, lest we forget their lessons. I heard we'll soon be interacting more with outsiders. Well, if that's where things are headed, we have no choice but to follow. Lionel Ja would like to ask a favour of you. 2 hearts aflutter. Oh, how fortuitous that we should meet. For you who have heralded the winds of change for all Mamuk, I have a favour to ask. There are butterflies near Senot Joanna that glow a soft blue, not the giant beasts, but rather small, fluttering creatures, swift and clever. Catching them may prove more taxing than you anticipate, but I would be eternally grateful if you could bring me 3. Would you be so kind as to catch me 3 butterflies from Senot Joanna? The small ones, mind, not the larger beasts. Fine. I will go on this little errand of yours. Were you able to find the butterflies? Delicate insect that glows with gentle luminescence. The very ones! We release a flutter of these during the exchange of matrimonial vows to celebrate a couple's new journey together. Senot Joanna in particular is regarded as sacred. The butterflies that live there are thus prized above all for such ceremonies. They say that the contrasting wings, when pressed together in rest, embody the joining of two lovers from different clans, and the everlasting devotion between them. No symbol could be more auspicious, especially when delivered to the hands that have borne new possibility to our city. You and the third promise have done more for us than you will ever know. These butterflies are sure to bring every happiness to the couple they bless. If I'm allowed, I intend to learn everything I can from now on. I only hope my newfound knowledge can help set my sister Himilja's heart at ease. They say things have to be different, but we're busy enough just trying to get by. How are we supposed to change without any guidance? This man is giving a statue special attention, proper respect. Hey, you, outsider. You've been in Mammut for some time now, but have you paid the proper respect yet? The spirits of our greatest warriors inhabit the guardian statues you see throughout the city. Fail to demonstrate your goodwill, and they're likely to brand you an enemy of the people. You ought to make an offering before that happens. Go and bring me some of the Hubigo leaf and Bonoa bramble that grows nearby. I'll even mark your map with where to find them. They're easiest to spot where the light grows brightest. Even an outsider like you can't miss them. Do I really need to explain again? Go and fetch some Hubigo leaf and Bonoa bramble from the spot I marked on your map. Even outsiders should be capable of that much. Well, did you find the right flora? The magenta weed emits a sweet yet bitter aroma. This turquoise weed emits a clear, refreshing aroma. Good! With this we make offerings of incense to the respective Hubigo and Bonoa statues. There was a time when we offered food, but scarcity from the war drove many to risk our guardian's ire for but an extra mouthful. Some of the more devout went so far as to lace offerings with poison to punish thieves. Of course, this only quickened the seeds of mistrust amongst our people, until the reigning autarch declared that only smoke should be offered thereon. I underestimated you, outsider. In exchange for your efforts, I will personally ensure that your incense burns upon the plinths of our heroes, and your name is remembered as Friend of Mamuk. We no longer look to the old teachings for guidance, but we aren't alone, for the spirits of the brave warriors which rest within these statues will always watch over us. This timid lady looks to you imploringly. Seek the sun. Please, miss, you have to stop my husband. Ever since the autarch declared an end to the blessed siblings, my husband has been overcome with grief. When I woke this morning, he was nowhere to be found. A neighbour saw him heading to Draconia, but I am too weak to follow him. Please, stop him from crossing the Senate. Find him and tell him to seek the sun. He'll remember himself, I'm sure. I can't lose my husband, not after... Please, stranger, find him and tell him to seek the sun. He was headed towards Senate Gianna. You're the third promises. Leave me be. I'm going to meet them. They're calling for me. Ever since we decided to abandon our teachings, I've been able to hear them, their young bright voices, calling me to the sky-deep Senate. Wait for me, little ones. Father is coming. How do you know that phrase? My wife, of course. In Mamuk, the faithful tell each other to seek the sun during our darkest moments, as a reminder not to become discouraged. To look to the light that awaits us in the forest above. Now my wife would have me lift my head again. I must return to Mamuk. I need to speak with her. Here we go, blah, blah. My husband arrived home safely. Thank you, stranger. Thank you. I'm sure you noticed, but our union was arranged in accordance with the old teachings. After everything we gave and everything we lost, the news that it would amount to nothing was too much for my husband to bear. The children he might have reared still haunt him, as they do me. It is mourning we must endure together, as partners. I hope we can now at least put our grief to words. I shall leave that one for now, and go to the north. Of course, there's a big wall that gets in our way. Oh, there's nothing more than that good about it. Just need a second one. There's one. The unnerved hunter appears too frightened to move. Reminders of the past. You travel with Wilclamat, don't you? That means you must be strong, and strong's what I need right about now. These ruins tend to attract wild beasts, so we send out regular patrols to check them from time to time. But as soon as I got here, I was overwhelmed. I managed to fight them off and escape, but my weapons broke and struggle. I can't hope to finish my patrol now, unless I want to end up as some fiend's lunch. I hate to shirk my duties like this, but I have no choice but to ask you to patrol the area in my stead. Those things might still be lurking about. If you find them, I reckon you'll know what to do. I'm helpless without my weapons. Please patrol the area in my stead and be vigilant for any remaining fiends. Destination, permanent vacation. Destination, permanent vacation. No hostile presenters. Is it gonna be beasties here? No hostile presenters. Which means the beasties are here! You're back. I heard the sounds of battle, but all seems quiet now. Thank you. You wouldn't think it to see the ruins now, but this place used to be a vibrant village of gatherers. They took their bounty from the verdant nature around them. But they weren't a fighting people, and as our conflict with the Mammals escalated, one by one they chose to find safety elsewhere, until their home was abandoned completely. Beyond Aso means scars that remain, and this place is a scar we all bear. We keep the old buildings here as a reminder of the toll war exacts on us all, so that we don't repeat the mistakes of the past. Well, I better report to the hunters that all is well. Here, please accept this token of my gratitude. The air-sick Pelipello needs someone to walk where he cannot. Sick day. You there? I have work for you. If you'll take it, I'll pay you, of course, quite well. I need you to collect 2 samples. Equipment from the Zax Illic at the Fanged Foundry, and fabric from Boy Lenient at Ixprax. I can't go myself, as you can see. The damn Drigable shook like a bucking alpaca with every gust of wind. One step and I'm... Once you have the samples, bring them here. I can only hope I can survive to see them. You're here on behalf of the merchant. You wanted fabric samples, if I recall. I have them ready, so you can deliver them to him directly. Also, be sure to pass on my apologies that I could not meet the vast quantity he requested. We are a self-sufficient people, you see, and do not produce goods with a mind to sell them en masse. Still, I hope what I provided meets with his satisfaction. Be well. I do hope the quality of the fabric makes up for the relatively small quantity. You're here in that merchant's stead? Well, it's all the same to me to go ahead and take this equipment. Modelled after that used for the lad's guard. I reckon it'll suffice for his samples. And you tell him something for me. Tell him he's ordering too much. This place wasn't intended to make more than is needed by Express. That being said, I'm confident what I'm giving him is of the highest quality. Well, go on then, and don't you forget to deliver my message. You have what you need, and now I'm sure you're eager to get paid. How many wings does one need? I got fairy wings, I got the bird wing, I got the second bird wings. Wings all over the place. Oh, there you are. I'm feeling much better. In case you were wondering, so did you bring the samples? I'll have you know I intend to count every last one of them. These equipment samples were crafted by the artisans of the Fanged Foundry. This vibrant fabric was woven with care in Ixbrax. Ah, beautiful! Thank you for helping this deal go smoothly. As for the quantities, well, it's unfortunate, but I'll take what I can. And I do still intend to count them, you can be sure. Goods from Ixbrax are usually acquired through negotiations from the Xbral. We can only purchase small amounts, and they're usually bought all the way from the village. Their equipment is sturdy and reliable enough for hunters and soldiers alike, and their fabrics are light, breathable, and stylish. Any tribe would buy these, and in amounts approaching quadruple digits. That's why I added a few more zeros to my order numbers this time. Alas, it seems I'll have to revisit plans for mass production after I return to Tuliolo. Speaking of which, there's still time until the Drigable departs. I suppose I should take a walk over solid ground while I can, and try not to think of my return voyage. Once again, thank you for aiding a profitable deal. Not as profitable as I had hoped, mind you, but you still deserve this for your efforts. Zax Ogwa needs someone to mend the mistake of a forgetful apprentice, watching the watchtowers. You there, keen to do a good deed? I need to get a delivery to one of my apprentices, and none of my own are free to handle the task. We maintain the dirigibles here in these parts, but my crew is also in charge of making sure the watchtowers are in top shape. Since the Great Storm, we've had special care to ensure they stay upright. I asked one of my new recruits to do a round of the towers, but he forgot to take his damn supplies. Hasn't been the first time either. Anyway, there's 3 towers spread across Otoma Horizon, and doubtless the lad is near one of them. It'll be a bit of a trek, but who doesn't like a bit of fresh air, eh? Go find the lad and give him the supplies he needs to do his work. He should be near one of the 3 towers overlooking the area. Shoo. That's what I thought. There isn't a soul to be seen, but the dirt nearby has been recently disturbed. There's no one in sight, but you see fresh footprints following the road heading south. You're looking for someone from the Driggable crew? Well, I'm someone from the Driggable crew, as luck would have it. Do you need something from me? These supplies are used to repair and maintain the watchtowers, dotting the Outmar horizon. Supplies from the old man. Damn, I forgot them again. I haven't had a reason to use them yet, so I didn't even notice they were missing. Thank you for coming all the way out here. I don't have any coin to give you, but I know a few things an outsider wouldn't. For instance, this tower is called the Night Stalker's Shadow, and it was built so we could keep an eye on Mamalja in the valley below. It used to be garrisoned by warriors, but these days hunters use it to get a lay of the land and sight potential prey. But I don't care about all that, I'm just here for the view. I joined the Driggable crew in the first place so I can spend my days under the open sky, and coming to this tower is always the high point of my day. That being said, I still have to do my work if I want to stay on Zack Obra's good side, especially after forgetting those supplies again. I won't return until this tower's as good as new. It'll make the view all the sweeter. Those supplies will help me make this tower as good as the day it was built. Tell the old man I won't be back until my work is perfect. There you are. Hope you didn't have to go from one end of the horizon to the other in your search. He's a good lad, but I always say he doesn't need to ride a Driggable on account of his head being already in the clouds. But when he can focus, his work is solid, and I can't deny he loves the Driggables as much as any of us, even has the potential to take over for me in time, if he can stop being so careless. But enough about that. I'm sure you're eager for your reward, eh? Take this, and if you ever want to behold the forest in all its beauty, you're welcome to take a voyage into the skies. Tuliola found its way through those dire straits, eh? I wish I could do more, but I'll have to be satisfied maintaining the air routes. People and their goods are always in need of reliable transport, after all. Woodcott's son is missing an apprentice. I need you to go find him. To forge in the forest. Greetings, traveller. If you aren't in a hurry to get to your destination, I have a situation on my hands. I need some help resolving. One of my apprentices is away on the job, but they've been gone for longer than usual. He might just be taking his time with the task, but I'd like you to check on him just in case. As much as I'd like to go myself, I have to keep an eye over the foundry. Could you do this for me? I sent him to the western region of Ixmhojo, and assuming he followed my directions, you should be able to find him there. He usually doesn't take this long. Go and find him, please. What do you want from me? What? Rook's son sent you? He shouldn't be surprised I've been gone so long. He's the one who gave me all this work. I can't even see the end of it. Say, maybe you could help me. I meant to spread this insect repellent around the trees. If I did it myself, I'd be here till tomorrow. I'll take this area. Why don't you cover the trees to the southeast? I know you probably didn't come here to get your hands sticky, but I'm counting on you. Spread the insecticide on the trees in the southeast. With any luck, we'll be done before Wook's son thinks I've run off. The potent insect repellent developed by the artisans of the Fangled Foundry. This was what was taking you ages. Just... This went much faster with 2 pairs of hands, and I thank you. I'm done here, so I think we can safely say that the forest is safe from hungry pests. You may be wondering why blacksmiths would care about the health of the trees, but you have to remember that weapons are made with more than just steel. Wood's a vital part of everyone, and the Fang Foundry is in charge of all the green you see from one end of the woods from our horizon to the other. If we let the insects have their way, we wouldn't have a single usable haft or bow to our names. That's why an apprentice's most important duty is applying fresh coats of repellent from time to time. Any road, there's more work to be done here, so I best get back to the warrior wort. Be seeing you, traveller. There you are. My apprentice told me you helped him with his work. You didn't need to, but I thank you all the same. I suppose now you know why he was out there in the first place. Now we don't delegate tasks to apprentices because we think they're above it. We're above it. Spending time among the materials they'll be using gives them the knowledge to choose the right ones for the job. This goes for wood and or both. That's why we do our work here, in the midst of nature's bounty. Few artisans can boast of having such intimate knowledge with their materials as the Cabral. That being said, perhaps I gave the lad too much to do this time round. Seems even I have much to learn, eh? Now go on ahead and take this. A fair reward for fair work. Weapons and armor aren't only for war. We need to protect ourselves while hunting. So as long as we live among these boughs, our work won't end. Take the name out of the Zebrax means to do no harm to the forest. It reminds each and every hunter of the responsibility they bear. The grizzled hunter seeks a stout arm to help teach a lasting lesson. Hunters with bite. Why, if it isn't Elita, the forest blesses me, for I need a mighty warrior to help keep my recruits sharp, and who better to do that than one of the Third Promise's retinue? Their training is due to start in Zygmunt Hodrol, to the south. If you're ready and willing to show your skills to a few eager hunters, we'll be awaiting you there. Welcome, Elita. It's good that you came. I was beginning to worry my Dawntrail Elita would become bored. And bored prey makes for boring sport. Is that a surprise I sense? What else did you expect? Summon the brethren of Rex, train the beasts of our namesake to fight alongside them. Me for one. Now go show these kittens what a real fighter is made of. I don't expect any quarter from you. Oh, they last longer than expected, at least. Nothing's a better teacher than bitter defeat, eh? I'll mend their hurts later, don't worry. The only lasting wounds will go to their ego. Now, you probably have better things to do than humor an old man and his pets. Let's get back to Ixbrac and we'll see about getting you paid for your efforts. There you are, Elita. Thank you for giving me a bit of your time today. The techniques we use to tame the forest beasts have been passed down through generations amongst the Graal. You can imagine they were of great use to us during our war with the Mammal-Jah. Even during these peaceful times, having a few animals at our beck and call makes our daily hunting all the easier. Of course, we don't need as many as before, so many of our companions were released back into the wilds. Even so, I can't let the knowledge of my forebears die with me. In quiet times as well, I must sharpen their fangs. That being said, my Brex seems less and less keen to face intelligent foes, but I am content to have them just hunt by my side. I may have tamed them, but that doesn't change their nature. Still, I reckon we learned something from you today. Even me. You deserve this reward for helping me keep my own fangs keen. The hopeful swimmer is searching for someone with lungs of legend, getting to the bottom of things. Oh, hello. Did you come here to take a dip in the waters too? If you're as strong a swimmer as you look, there's something I'd like your help with. What you see before you is a sully, or cenote as they're more commonly known, and it's far more vast than it appears on the surface. I've even heard that some are connected by underwater tunnels. This one is called Dawntrail Elita, and stories say that long ago a swimmer with lungs like a fish made it all the way to a cenote at the northwest, but no one has since been able to swim that far. Apparently he left a sack of coins at the bottom of the cenote to mark his arrival. If you think you're his equal, maybe you could retrieve it. I've been dying to know if the legend is true. No one's ever been able to bring back that legendary swim except the legend himself. Bring back those coins here, and we'll know if his reputation is deserved. You're back. I tried to hold my breath until you returned, but that didn't last long. Anyways, did you find the coins? Although the coins within are corroded and rusty, but markings remain identify them as Pelu currency. They were really there. So, the two cenotes were actually connected. Looks like it. So it's true. I tried swimming the tunnels myself once, but I had to turn back once I felt the water fill my lungs. Seeing you in action was truly inspiring. You know, I've even heard tell that some sentinels connect to the salt. I didn't believe it at first, but now it's not that hard to imagine such a thing. Alright, my mind's made up. I'll be one of the first to reach the salt through a cenote. Who's going to be brave enough to find the coins I leave behind, eh? That's going to be a question. Elita, how goes the hunt? If you're on the trail of any mark in particular, let me know and I can tell you about it. No, it's fine. Well, Tuyulk has an infestation in his hands. Praying mantises. You're one of Luke Lunat's companions, aren't you? Stout of arm, fierce of mien, yes? I think you might be the person I'm looking for to take care of a little pest problem. Since the storm raged through these parts, we've seen a marked increase in the number of ill-tempered mantises. If left unchecked, they could prove a threat to the forest's natural balance. Normally, I'd send a group of our own to take care of them, but we're short-handed at the moment. I reckon you could do the culling of a pair of hunters, though. So I'll ask you to rid us of two of these nuisances. You can find them to the south of our villages. And good luck, though I doubt you'll need it. Though you may be tempted to slaughter them all, 2 should be enough to keep their numbers in check. Diddly diddly doo. Dee 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 dee. 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 You're back, and much quicker than I thought you'd be. You made a difference today, even if you can't tell at a glance. Those things are ravenous and mindlessly engulf smaller prey to sate their bottomless hunger. Normally larger animals would keep their numbers in check, but there are far fewer predators stalking the woods since the storm. This has given the mantises a chance to flourish, but at the expense of everything else. Of course, the natural inclination of living things is to reproduce, but nature rests upon a delicate balance. Maintaining that balance is one of a hunter's duties. Today you helped us restore a small bit of harmony to the forest, and I hope you gained a deeper understanding of our relationship into the land we call home. I am honoured to have worked with one of Wuklemat's own. Living so deep in the forest, we are dependent on its blessings to survive. We try to never forget our debt of gratitude we owe, and strive to live in harmony with our surroundings. The concerned villager anxiously awaits the return of her friend, the Crimson Synod. Oh, hello. You look like you could handle yourself. Please, if you can spare a moment, I definitely need your help. You see, one of my friends said he was going fishing in a cenote, but hasn't come back for some time. While the right cenote can be quite bountiful, they naturally attract all sorts of hungry beasts. I am worried something terrible has happened. I don't know which one you went to, but I'll ask that you search Ikralt Soli to the east of the Jiggable landing. I have another one in mind for myself. Hopefully he'll be at one of them. The Dark Wings. Dark Fairy. Oh, it looks cool with the... I owe you my life, although I guess that some of this debt is owed to a friend for sending such a strong fighter. Either way, we'd best leave before the scent of blood attracts even more creatures. Speak with me again at Ixbrax. Da, 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 da. Phew. I owe you my life, and make no mistake. Thank you for saving my friend. If you had arrived even a moment later, I shudder to think what would have happened. I'm sorry I caused all this fuss. I was just fantasizing about all the fish I'd bring home, and forgot there's a reason they call that the Crimson Cenote. I suppose you might not have heard the legends behind that name, traveller? They're grim, and make no mistake. It's said that during the war with the Mamalja, the cenote used to be a burial place for our fallen. There are also stories of desperate people diving in to avoid being captured by the enemy. In both cases, the monstrous fish in Ixrak solely feasted, and its waters would be stained red. Sometimes it's easy to forget the lessons our stories teach us. But there's a reason they persist. I won't go fishing again without the proper escort. You have my word on that. Okay, so it is just the 2 quest chains left now. Ooh, almost there. Dawntrail would share the bounty of the forest with his village, hunting for the family. Now that I have another hunt under my belt and a worthy partner, I can finally ask the brethren to let me undertake their trial. But first, we have to bring our catch back to the village and divvy it up. Why don't you help pass it around? I'm sure everyone will be overjoyed to get a delivery from none other than the Third Promise's companion. Don't worry, I'll take care of the messy part and cut our quarry up to the proper proportions. Meet me in the village when you're ready. What to make for dinner? The hunters said they'd bring back ballybor, or so maybe stew. Ready to get these bits and pieces in the right hands? Good, because I had just finished separating them. I want you to bring the best pelt and bone to the bunch of weaponsmith. He's always taken good care of me, and I'd like to repay him in some small way. Dawntrail Elita gets the meat. She's the wife of one of my brethren's hunters, and if I'm going to join them, I'd best pay my respects. As for the rest, I know more than a few of the village's matrons who would love something special to feed their families. I'll handle that. Give the others my regards, Elita. You best deliver those parts before they spoil. I hate for a day's hunt to go to waste. Aye, I'm the weaponsmith here. You see you have something from Dawntrail. This bone is used in the construction of both weapons and shields. The soft yet sturdy pelt of the Dawntrail is a favourite of smiths and tailors alike. Ah, these are excellent. See this needle-shaped bone. It supports the Dawntrail's webbed wings and can be carved into deadly spear tips. The pelt is surprisingly sturdy as well. The Brethren of Drax have been ordering more equipment lately, and supplies are running low. This will help us meet their needs for a while longer. Give Dawntrail my thanks, will you? The Brethren of Drax have a need for reliable equipment lately. I was afraid I would soon be unable to meet this need, but Dawntrail has ensured my work can go uninterrupted. Oh, hello. Are you looking for Revuval? I'm afraid his duties have taken him away for a while. This lean red meat is often served in stews throughout the households of Ixbrax. Oh, this is from Dawntrail. It looks delectable. I think I'll serve it tonight, in fact. Speaking of which, when is young Dawntrail planning on undertaking the trial? Revuval was supposed to be his partner, but lately the Brethren have had their hands full. I only hope their work settles down soon, but who can say when that will be? The Brethren have barely had time to rest. I only hope that things can return to normal and soon. So, how are the old man and Tight Ilk? I hope they enjoyed their gifts. I can say for certain that the matrons did. It's customary for hunters to share their catch with the whole village. It makes us one big happy family. And guess what? While I was on my errand, I ran into one of the brethren. I told him I was ready for the trial, and he accepted. He said to be ready soon. But now I'm starting to get nervous. Draconia needs to focus before his trial. A hunter's dream. Oh, this is the moment I've been dreaming of. But I can't shake these butterflies in my stomach. Being nervous is only natural. You're right. I need to clear my head. Why don't you come with me? I've always found taking the view at Night Stalker's shadow puts my mind at ease. I almost forgot how common this place is. Coming here was the right decision. Before us stretches the Jatika heartland. Go on, Elita, take it all in. You can see the whole forest from here. Take a look for yourself, Elita. I'm looking the wrong way. It's trees as far as the eye can see. Under the branches lives the mammal Ja, who we fought against for so long. The Brethren of Brax were formed during that conflict, and the very whisper of their presence struck fear into the hearts of our enemies. They would be sent off into battle with rousing words. Fearless warriors, go forth into your domain. The forest bows to your might, equal only by the wild Brax. The forest falls silent in your footfalls, for the predators are come. After the Dawn Survey brokered peace between our peoples, the name was taken up by a group of our most seasoned hunters. Their duty was no longer to fight, but to protect the forest and serve its people. But the Brax King is the entire forest. Those who claim its name should do more to honor it. Yaktel doesn't end at these cliffs, as you can see, but even so, the Brethren don't watch over the Jatiki heartland. Even though the war is over, Ikbrax and the Mamluk stand apart in these tense silence, so tense that our hunters dare not set foot into the pass below. But I think we can do better. We all live under the same boughs, after all. Why should we hunt together? Why shouldn't we work hand in hand to keep our home safe? It's a beautiful dream. Thank you. It might still just be a dream, but I mean to see it realized. So, first things first. I passed the trial and joined the Brethren. Everything starts from there. Thank you for joining me on this bit of soul-searching. The road ahead feels clearer now. And next in our path is the trial. Bravo and the others are meant to test our mettle at Zobreet Cinderfield. We've hunted together already, Elita, and now we fight together. Let's show them what we got. Leave it to me. Off we go. We'll be facing another pair of hunters. The Brethren have taken the time to arrange this, despite how busy they are. So I hope that means they see something in me. I don't see them anywhere, though. I guess there's nothing for it but to wait here. Uh-oh, the butterflies in my stomach are back. Tyro has a nervous look on his face. The trial commences. Where are they? Is this part of the trial? Oh, this isn't good. Maybe we're supposed to hunt one of the animals around here. But if I'm wrong, and the others come while we're gone... Tyro! Bro, Val, you're alone. I thought the trial was...
Plans have changed. Beasts not native to these parts were sighted to the south. They look like walking blue flowers, but they have the appetites of a predator. We must track them down and stop them before any of our own come to harm. Help us do that, and the Brethren of Brax will welcome you with open arms. I take it you're here to act as Tyro's partner. If even the Third Promise deemed you as worthy ally, then I'd be glad to have you along on this hunt. My partner and I will go after the beasts headed towards the village. You two head south and try to find out where these blue-flowered beasts are coming from. And if you run into any, slay them there and then there. Consider it done. May your quarry fall swiftly. Come with me, Elita. Do-do-do-do-do-do. I think that's a dead flower. I got one, but they just keep pouring forth from the Jatiki Heartland. A few got away and fled deeper into the Cinderfield. Can you go after them? I'll stand and watch over this area in case more appear. The other beasts fled deeper into the Cinderfield. Go after them, Elita. I'll stay here in case any more emerge from the forest. There they are. Elita, I knew you'd make quick work of those things. I searched the nearby area, and I think we took care of them all, for now. The other hunters should have made their way to the village by now, so let's catch up with them and give them the good tidings. All the way back there. There we go. We're in your debt, Elita. Ikbrax can rest easy, for today at least. Elita, you'll be glad to know that the beasts have been exterminated, and no one from the village was hurt. That's about as good an outcome as we could have asked for. But as glad as I am, I still had to rely on you to finish what I started. Even though it was a test of my skills, I don't know if I deserve to be part of the Brethren. Ah, but you're forgetting the most important rule of our brotherhood, Tayat-ro. I am? None must hunt alone. Why do you think this rule exists? And why do you think the trial is done in pairs? The wild beasts of the forest fight with desperation to survive. In contending with such foes, even a single moment of carelessness can prove fatal. Any hunter who thinks they can protect the forest and its people alone won't live as a hunter for long. You're right, Ralval. How could I forget? I still have so much to learn. That you do. But this all started when you realized you needed Elita's help. And for that you should be commended. For that choice led to the eradication of the flowered beasts from our home, and allowed us to locate their source. You followed my orders most admirably, and I look forward to seeing how you perform on your next duty. Does that mean... From this moment forward, you are one of the Brethren of Brax. We are brothers, and I will forge you into a hunter we can all rely upon. I won't disappoint you. As for you, Elita, I'm sorry you got dragged into our crisis, but considering our homes are safe and I now have a new brother, I am grateful for your presence. Thank you for agreeing to be my partner, Elita. As a full-fledged hunter, I'm ready to make all my dreams a reality. Just you watch. Your work starts now, Tayat-ro. Come with me. Of course. Well, Elita, I suppose it's a goodbye for now. I hope to see you around Ixbrax again. Bye! Welcome, traveller. Seems you've come a long way. So if you have any questions, I'd be glad to answer them. Tell me about yourself. See the buildings around here? I painted them. Everyone knows that when you're searching for Ixbrax, you look for the red among the green. It helps us find our village no matter how far into the forest we wander. Every time I apply a fresh coat of paint to the building, I give a prayer that none shall lose their way. What kind of place is this? Why, this is Ixbrax, the home of the Iqbal. We changed our lineage back to the Brax, mightiest of the woods creatures. Nigh on 80 years ago, our long war with the Marmajal was brought to an end, thanks to the intervention of the Dawn Servant. Since then we have lived our days in peace, availing ourselves of the forest's many blessings. Now that Wuklamat and Valkona have ascended the throne, Gunmur Rook has nothing but smiles. I've been smiling more myself, and I wish them both a long and prosperous reign. One more quest chain to go, and then we are done.
remembering a dream. She Ja seems to know where to start regarding the Weavers. First, I think we ought to search the area where we were attacked. If anything's amiss, I should be able to spot it, but I worry about another ambush. Would you go ahead and make sure the roads are safe? Thank you, stranger. You are ever generous. We first encountered the Weavers north of Golmajok Grove, by the sun up there. I'll give you an ample head start, and then come meet you. In the meantime, I'll ask around the city. Others may have similarly attacked for all we know. We need to investigate the cenote north of Golmajok Grove. I'll come and meet you once you've cleared a safe path. While you and Shida are away, I'll ask around the city. Maybe someone knows something about the Weavers. Damn it. The other one. We scanned the area, but no Weavers emerged. Thank you for doing that. I had no troubles on my way here. Something that might explain the Weaver's aggression. I'm afraid I don't see anything unusual. What do you think? What is it? My cyan crystal. I must have dropped it when we were attacked. It was a gift from my husband when he returned from Eorzea. He said its blue glow reminded him of these forests, so he carried it always. Worth no more than a common stone, I'd wager, but to me it is precious. I kept him safe while he was away. Brought him home alive. Sometimes the grief of his injury blinds him to the miracle of his survival. He may not be able to fight anymore, but he is still the strongest man I know. My husband used to train here in his youth. We call this stone Chevalius, the weight of the sky, and once he believed with all his heart that he could bear any weight, achieve any dream. I wanted to remind him of that when I brought him here, but then those weavers came along. Anyway, I've chattered on long enough, so as far as I can see, nothing in this area readily explains why those poor beasts attacked us as they did. Perhaps Gotolja has discovered something back in the city. Back without incident. Good. Well, it was by no means a waste of journey. I was able to recover my precious crystal. Thank you for seeing her home safely. While you were away, I managed to glean a thing or two about our weavers. Did you now? Somehow I knew you would have good luck. Let's hear what my husband has to say. Gotolja would share what he knows about the weavers. Nothing promise. According to those I spoke with, a number of people have been attacked by wild weavers in recent days, many while travelling on public roads. Even Doppero have been among the injured, and theirs is a clan that worked with the weavers since time immemorial. Goodness, if even Doppero can't handle them, what hope do the rest of us have? We're fools to step one foot outside the city. Not to mention what this might mean for our own weavers. If they start misbehaving, we may find ourselves without mounts, or beasts of burden. I thought about calling upon our hunters for help with the wild ones, but culling the population can't serve us well in the long run. Which leaves providing armed escort to those who venture outside the city. With the right preparation, I could do it. What are you saying? It's not a matter of preparation, Gotolja. If this woman hadn't come along when she did, What about trapping the weavers instead? You raise a good point. Perhaps setting a trap or creating some diversion would better serve our interests. Our goal is to protect our people after all. Weavers may be physically formidable, but they must have some weakness in their finer senses. A smell they can't tolerate, for instance.
If we were to incorporate that deterrent into, say, a smoke bomb, that should buy anyone enough time to flee from an aggressive weaver. I can handle the smoke bombs. I've been making those since I first became a mercenary.
Then why don't you teach me as well? I'm eager to help how I can.
If you could find out what scent weavers detest, that would be a great help. Bakulja should know. Bakulja the weaver handler, mind, not the blessed siblings. When you have whatever he recommends, bring it to me so we can infuse the smoke bombs with it. What do weavers hate to smell? Now that's a way to start a conversation. Ah, yes. I heard Gotolja was asking about recent weaver incidents. I'd recommend the scale bud if you're looking for something smelly. You can pick them off the luminescent plants found in the waterbound areas like Senot Jayuna. Most unremarkable until you crush or grind them. Then you'll wish you never had. Weavers have a keen sense of smell, although one whiff should be all you'll need to convince them to be elsewhere. But the same goes for people, so take care when storing those buds in your bag, eh? I try sending out Juliana for the scale buds. Remember, don't crush them until you're ready to scare off a weaver. Your nose will thank me. Did you find something to drive off the weavers?
Picked from the glowing plants found in Senot Jayuna, known to cause severe olfactory discomfort when crushed.
When it's crushed, you say? This should do it. When everything's packed together just right, I can ensure the impact both triggers the smoke and crushes the bud. In theory, anyway. We still need to test it.
Skill of a veteran. Gotolja is eager to test the smoke bombs.
If these smoke bombs work as planned, our problems are solved. It's what happens if they don't that worries me. A thankless task, but would you test them in my stead? You are far more capable of repelling an angered weaver than I am, no matter how it pains me to admit it. There are plenty of weavers in this forest. See if the bombs work as they should, and do what you must if they don't. I have confidence those bombs will work, but you can never be too sure. A small explosive painstakingly crafted by Gotolja as a defensive measure against weavers.
Bleh.
Insert. Making those bombs took longer than I expected. Did you try them yet? How'd it go? Did our smoke bombs work? Worked like a charm. Thank goodness. Now we no longer need to worry about battling any weavers. I fashioned my bombs after those of the kobolds across the salt. They've pulled me through many a tricky situation, believe you me. Never imagined I'd be using them at home one day. Heh, I'm glad. The smoke bombs were a success, I take it. I do hope you're willing to share with the rest of us. And what would a weaver handler want with weaver repellent? I meant with the rest of the city. Plenty of people have had run-ins with weavers, and few among them are fighters. I'm sure they'd be relieved to share in your brilliant solution. It's just a smoke bomb. Nothing brilliant about it.
So you say, but none of us could have conceived or crafted such a thing. Your expertise and knowledge continues to serve your community.
I never considered that. I always thought a mercenary who can't fight is little more than a waste of space. But if I can still use my skills for the better, maybe there's hope for me yet. It's so simple. Why didn't I realize that before? I think we've more smoke bombs to make. Ja, enough for everyone.
Indeed, we must do what we can to ensure Mamuk's future is a bright one.
That we will. Thank you for standing by us. You're a true friend to Mamuk and her people.
We should have a few bombs to spare for Bakulja and the others. I will return home to fetch them, but I hope we meet again someday, kindest of kind strangers. I will never forget all you have done for us. And as expected, there is a combined quest here. Ooh, music roll. How's my inventory looking? I got plenty of space. Something is troubling Gotolja. One forest. I'm glad you're here. We seem to have another problem. One that has nothing to do with weavers. An armed man has been spotted loitering outside the city. An Exbral. He's clearly not here for trade. And while I'd like to believe he's not here for trouble either, others in Mamuk may think differently.
If someone does something rash, our hopes for change will have been for nothing. That's why I'd like you to speak with him, as an impartial party, and discover what businesses he has in these parts. Last I heard, he was outside the eastern gates. I'd like to believe he means no harm, but if wishes were weavers, as they say... Elita! Thank goodness, a friendly face. I've been working hard to fulfill my duties as a hunter, but the beasts on the Orimura horizon are restless as ever. Thinking the lower forests might be plagued with similar issues, I've come to investigate, but, all I found thus far are looks of fear and possibly loathing, and here I thought Moonlight could reform this opinion on outsiders. I know someone who would be happy to talk with you. Really? Someone local? Please introduce me. Surely I'm not alone in my desire to keep our forest safe. Come on, Elita. I asked you to speak with him, not invite him for tea. Apologies for the intrusion. My name is Tyro, and I've come to investigate the local wildlife on behalf of the Brethren of Brax. Gotol Ja. I live here. Nice to meet you. The pleasure is all mine. Now allow me to get straight to the point. The beasts on the Otomara horizon have been exhibiting strange behavior as of late. We have had a theory that whatever is causing their restlessness may lie in the Jatiki Heartland. So you think we're to blame for your problems? No, not at all. I simply meant that we've seen strange blue flower beasts up above, and their presence has caused no little anxiety in the surrounding wildlife. I see. Blue blossoms are indeed native to the Jakitika heartlands. Seems odd they would stray that far. First the weavers and now this. Something's not right. I'm keen to resolve the problem, whatever it is. You say your weavers have been acting strangely as well. Troubling indeed, but I think we'll need more information if we're to effect any change. Let's ask around. Wait! An exile like you shouldn't wander in these streets alone. I'll come with you. Yours is a friend I face in these parts. If you handle the western side of the city, we'll take the east. Stop gawking and don't stray. A little fear might do you good. Mammoth is a lovely city, not nearly as scary as rumour has it. Maybe I should try stepping into the outside world. I admit I'm frightened, but no change ever came by with staying in one place. Fly agrics have been wandering in places where they have no business being? Does that count as strange? Normally they live deep in the forest, but these days you can find them as close as Mamook. I think it's strange anyway. Usually you only get a glimpse of fly agrics, but I damn near had a
staring contest with one just outside the city. Bizarre, I tell you. Anything unusual? Now that I think about it, my friend recently spotted a massive beast while gathering herbs. He'd be able to tell you more. His name is Sunny Ilja, and he lives just down the road there. My friend's name is Sunny Ilja, and he lives just down the road. He should be able to tell you more about the beast he saw. Right down the road. That gargantuan thing scared me half to death is what it did. I was gathering municipal herbs near Blitterberg Senate, but I see this enormous creature appear out of nowhere, snatch up a nearby beast and swallow it whole. Then just like that it was gone, into the Senate. Might as well have been a trick of the light. But those two tentacles, those I'll never forget. As prey didn't stand a chance. If I'd been standing just a few yards to the right. I tried starting conversations with the locals, but people just looked scared and Gottelja just got angry. Everyone was more keen to hear what business I had with a hunter from Ixbrax than they were to share information themselves. How about you? Did you manage to discover anything? A giant tentacled monster emerging from Bitterbrack Cenote? Not a familiar creature to me, but cenotes are known to connect to larger bodies of water, even as far as the salt. So, this beast drifts into our cenotes from the outside and starts preying on the local wildlife. Without a clear way to defend themselves, the blue blossoms flee to the upper forests, while the weavers start rampaging in fear. Then if we slay that tentacled fiend, our problems are solved. I hope you two are ready for the hunt. Born ready. I'll certainly do a better job of slaying this monster than I did collecting information on it. Good. Then I have a plan. I'll explain once we get to the Bitterbark Cenote. Do 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 do. Teeny tiny Elita. Beep 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 beep. I just needed one of them. Good, good. We ran into a few errant beasts on the way, but Tyro can hold his own. Good eye, good instincts. With time he'll go far. No trace of our mysterious monster, but we did find the remains of some blue flower beasts. Leftovers from its last meal, no doubt. Now that we know what whets its appetite, we can easily lure it out. I've incorporated some blue blossom viscera into one of my smoke bombs, so that when it detonates, our lurking friend will reappear for another meal. If you'll do the honors. I'm ready when you are. You should watch the battle from here. You have a good eye in observing the creature's weaknesses, how it fights, will serve us well should we encounter its kind again. Ah, fair point.
Then may the spirits of the Brax guide you true, Elita. I won't miss a moment of your battle. I won't so much as blink. That bomb should bring our sinister friends to the surface. Take care not to waste it. I don't fancy digging around in blue blossom guts again. A small explosive painstakingly crafted by Dawntrail. Even before detonation, its odor is formidable. Two of them. I doubt I'd have fared half as well against such foes, even in my prime. There is no need for such comparisons now. That was incredible, Elita. I think you got them all. Let's return to the city and talk about what comes next. Back we go. Whoosh. Elita. Talk to you before. Yes, do you wish to ask me something? Who are you? I am Beryl Jav, the Hubigo, the Glass-Scaled, as some once called me for my failed constitution. I could no more become a warrior than I could help create blessed siblings. My very existence brought shame to my people, but now I may find other ways to live a productive and fulfilling life. What kind of place is this? This is Mamuk, the forest sunk by meteorites, and home of us Mamul-Ja. Our contact with the outside world has increased in recent days, but I do not wish to join it. I once desired to leave this place to seek the land of sunlight above, but it would seem I am more attached to the city than even I do. Here I am at home. I hope our forest regains some semblance of peace, but we still ought to remain vigilant. The heron returns. I'm glad I could witness your fighting techniques firsthand. Next time, you can leave the slaying to me. I know just how I bring down such a beast. Any insights you could share would be invaluable. Few though they are in number, Mamuk's hunters are better positioned to deal with such menaces should they return. Would you ever consider allowing the Brethren of Brex to patrol the Draconia heartlands? Don't misunderstand. I will happily offer my insights regardless. I just thought that since your numbers are few, my people ought to offer their assistance. What do you say? That's a generous offer, but not one you're likely to profit from. I disagree. The Uthoma horizon, the Draconia heartland, we separate them with words, but in essence they are the same forest, the forest of Yak Tel. What benefits Mamuk benefits Igrex. It's only by joining hands that our forest can flourish. Besides, none among the brethren have knowledge and experience of a Mamul-Ja mercenary. We stand to gain much by working alongside you. I agree that cooperation is the key to this forest's prosperity. But it's still too soon to realize such a change. If we hope to achieve true unity, it can't be forced. We need time to know the Zigbra, so that our future alliance can be in more than just name. Of course, we too hope to learn more about Mamook. It really is a beautiful city. Well then, I'd best be off. The brethren will want to hear my findings, and I'm eager to discuss what steps we can take to build understanding with Mamook. I appreciate it. I'll do what I can to convince folks that hunters from Ixbrax aren't all worthy of suspicion. It may take time, but they'll come around. You are truly a marvel, Elita. If you're not revolutionizing city or saving men from their past, you're connecting kindred spirits from opposing communities. Together, we'll make the forest one that's safe and welcoming to all, from the top of the Ohma horizon to the heart of the Dratiki heartland. No matter where you venture in Yaktel, you will always find friends. Come and visit whenever you like. And that's all the quests done here. Right, so 4 areas down, 2 to go, but that's all for now because it takes a while to go through all the side quests in each area. Right. Take care, my darlings. Love you all. Take care. Bye bye. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Thank you all for watching.